All right, so I lost 60 ounces of resin. Oh my God, look at all this resin that I lost. Woo! Like with the damn it, look at all that. Look at it. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Anyways, so it's really hard to mix resin right now with the way my hand is. So I tried to get this off like the best that I could and then pop whatever bubbles that were left on there. So what I'm gonna do is just sand out any inconsistencies, make sure there's no micro bubbles, wipe it off with some alcohol, some isopropyl alcohol, and then we're gonna do a flood coat, hopefully today before I go get the girls, okay? So, let's do this. It's gonna be tedious, but it shouldn't, Alright. Alright, let's do this. Hi! Hey, Ted. Hold on. Why are my comments not up? Hey, Joanne. Louisiana. How is it over there? We're having a beautiful day in Michigan. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Finally, it's like springtime's coming. She messy, boy. She is messy. Oh, what did I do? I'm sorry. Live chat. There we go. Can you use 99% to pop bubbles? Yes. And no. So Ted, you gotta be super careful when using alcohol and resin. I try not to use it. But a spritz here and there is not gonna hurt. I use a torch though. A torch or a heat gun. I gotta do this side down here and then this right here, and I think we're good. We're gonna get that flood coat on there. That's 60 ounces of resin. That's a lot of freaking resin. And it's really hard to mix with my hand the way it is. If you've not been around, I ripped out 3 tendons, my superficial radial nerve, and my arteries. So that's my scar. We're gonna be going back in with another surgery. Hi! I heard you could. It really didn't seem practical. Yeah, so yeah, I just don't use resin. I don't use alcohol in resin. I don't do it. I try not to use alcohol inks, number one, because they're going to fade out over time. I like dyes and pigments. And I use a torch and a heat gun for bubbles. Mostly a torch. But if it's going to start on fire, I use a heat gun. Like, Alright, let's do this. I want to show you guys what I am making. So, let me show y'all real quick. I want to show you guys what I've been working on. I finally got Wi-Fi up. If you see, I got my Wi-Fi over there. And I did these. These are so pretty. Little wall arts. They got to get a clear coat. That's the resin stuff. I got these prepped and ready to go. Oh! And let's see. I have so flower memorials. I'm doing these are 3 things that were held in their wallet every day, and then flowers for the memorial. This was worn every day. Garden flowers, the garden roses that she grew. These are ashes around the rose. So this is my aunt's. I did this with some stuff that I got from my aunt. The only thing that I wanted when she passed, I remember more than anything these little ugly Christmas earrings that she used to wear. So I put one of each of those in there, and then she prayed with us that night. And she worked at Grady's. That was like her whole life. And then this one right here. So you see right here, like I'm not going to use alcohol in there. Even though there's flowers, like I'm still going to hit it with a torch. And yeah, I just put enough resin in here so that way the ashes won't float up. when I do like the deep pour. So, yep. Yeah, so I've heard when I asked the epoxy company, I just drooled a little bit. When I asked the epoxy company that I use what their thoughts were about using alcohol in their resin, they said absolutely not, because it's going to change the the chemical makeup of it. So they told me no, don't do it. But like, say if this was lower in that rose, and I would need to do more than what I'm doing with this, then I might use some. But realistically, like, if you use the right resin, you really aren't going to have a lot of bubbles. You're just not. Like, I've really not done anything extra to any of these. And these are very, very porous. So, all right, I'm going to cover these back up. Let's see what else I got. I got you, Ted. I did my first beginning to end project since my accident. I'm very, very proud of them. So they're right here. You know, my olive wood boards. I think I was live on here. I did use alcohol ink in here, just the gold. I really like the gold. So, my Petoskey boards. I did this one as well. So, I was thinking about doing like a coat hanger or some kind of hangers, and I got these. I really, really like these. You want some olive wood? So you see that box right there? Like, all of that in there is olive wood. Like, all that in there is olive wood. I get it from Olive Wood Supply. They're on Instagram. Ted, if you want to email me, I can send you their information. So I found these. They say love. But they're super rustic, and I wanted to use them like on something like this, or on these. These are maple burls. Oops. So yeah, I really like this. These are going to be cribbage boards right here. I'm waiting on my spindle for my CNC back there. This one I'm doing by hand, and my gosh, it's a pain. All right. Yeah, just hit me up, Ted, and I'll give you their information. They're super affordable. If you want, though, like, just to grab like $10 worth of olive wood, if you have a Home Goods, a TJ Maxx, Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, something else. They always have like random pieces of olive wood in there, and they're usually a decent price, like $6 to $18 or something like that. And you can get one piece like that, and you don't have to pay for customs, and you don't have to wait. So if you have Home Goods, TJ Maxx, or Marshalls, you can always go there, but you'll have to sand off the finish because they put this nasty oil finish on there, and you don't want to pour resin with that, like, at all. So that's a good place to get it if you don't want to do customs and stuff. For real, like, they have I've bought a couple. I don't think I have anything right here from them. But I always go look because I don't gotta pay for customs and I don't gotta wait. So I always I try to do smart, not hard. I feel like people make things a lot harder than they need to a lot of the times. So tomorrow we're gonna do some epoxy pours, and we're gonna do it's called the swipe technique. So those rainbow arts that I showed you, hold on, let me put some more alcohol in here. All right, I need some more alcohol. I gotta order another box. I usually order it by the case. And I think I have one alcohol left, like one thing of alcohol left. Why am I pouring it in there just to dump it on here? That was... I'm a little slow sometimes. I'm a little slow sometimes. It's okay. It's okay. Let's go. I missed. Alright, let me grab this. My last alcohol. I'm gonna grab another case of this. If you look for alcohol on Amazon, you can get a box of these. I think I got like 8 of them for, it's Salimo, or something like that. These were the cheapest ones, and it's 91%, so it's really good. This is what I use. After I get off of here, I will link it in the description, okay? So that you guys can find it. Also, guess what? I got invited to Amazon Handmade. That's exciting. They want me to come and sell my products on there. They called me today. They emailed me a couple times, and then they called me today. And they were like, "We're serious. We want you to. We want your products on here. They told me what they're trying to do. Talked about the amount of exposure I would get. I'm just trying to get some of this dust off here with my hand the way it is. It's just really hard to move this table around. So I gotta get this dust off here because I don't want that going in my finished coat, guys. I'll just let y'all see what I'm doing real quick. And then we're gonna do a flood. We're gonna do a flood coat, but I gotta get all this dust out of here. Because this is that plastic, I call it a plastic coffin. And this is how I keep my dust out of my flood coats. All right, I gotta sand this part right here, and then we're done. All right, so when you're getting ready to do a flood coat or a seal coat, you just make sure that you got all your dust off, okay? Because it's going to take all your work and it'll be for nothing. So make sure all your dust is off of there. I am uploading I am going to be uploading some YouTube videos this week. I think 4. So that's cool. I'm excited about that. I have a new product review out. You guys know I use Incredible Solutions. They sent me a new resin. That's exciting. And I'm probably going to be spending a lot more time on my lives here. I'm just tired of TikTok. And honestly, I kind of just want to grow my YouTube. So I spend a lot more time up here with you guys and uploading content, helpful content, because I feel like I swayed away from that a little bit. Especially since the accident. Just this last year has been super, super crazy for me. So, but we're better now. We're back. We're better and back. Back and better. Alright, I got some pigtails over here I gotta get. Is that my alarm? What is that? Yeah, that's my alarm. Alright, you guys. We are ready. I'm going to run in the house real quick. I'm going to run in the house real quick and grab a bucket of hot water. Like I said, it's really, really hard for me to mix resin. Like it is. It's really hard for me to mix because of my hand. So if I heat it up, it lowers the viscosity. So if you have resin that is kind of cold, I'm making a mess. Oops. Anyways, if you warm up your resin, that's going to allow it to mix a lot easier. So, there's that. We're going to do that. I'm going to go in and grab a bucket. It'll probably take me about 60 seconds or so. If you got to do a potty break, go do it. And I'm coming right back. I'm going to leave the live on. But alright, I'll be right back. Sorry. I'm sorry. That was my kids. My kid's bus came while I was out there. I had to get her off the bus. My bad. I'm sure everybody's gone because they didn't want to hear that crap. All right, you guys. Sorry about that. Usually I'm out here when that alarm goes off. Anyways. All right. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna come over here. And there's that one. Dismiss. All right, we're gonna come over here. Is there anybody left in here? That alarm is so bad. It's so annoying. I know it is. All right, so we're gonna mix up resin. 60 ounces to be exact. And I'm gonna put it in this hot water. And while it's cooling or warming up, let me see, where's that other bucket? While it's warming up, I am going to get that prepped, okay? So let's not lose another batch of resin. Let's not do that. Okey doke. 32, 64. Okay, let's do it. All right, let's do it. Man, so there's somebody. We're gonna be using Total Boat epoxy. I wish that I could give you guys a code for them, but I do not have one. I don't think I got a bucket the right size, man. I don't think I do. All my buckets are too big. Oh no. I gotta look. I don't think I got the right size bucket. I'm gonna have to use the off size. Damn, that's way too off. Where's my damn buckets? I don't like reusing buckets for flood coats because you get that that gross what do I want to say? Oh, this is my last one. I got one bucket left. Got one left. Woo, thank goodness. All right, let's do this. I don't think I got enough resin in there. So, we're going to open up a new one. All right. We got A and B. What'd you say? I didn't see what the comment said. Where'd it go? I wish I could see what you call pigtails. It's the little swirls that's left behind by your, it's little swirls that's left behind by sandpaper. I have a video that I could edit and upload. So, I could do that. I could definitely do that. All right, we're gonna do B first because B's thinner. All right, let's see. We're gonna do 32, 64. All right, what's that? actually a decent temperature outside right now. Out of my hand hurts. Alright, I should be close. I like to let it, this one is so thick. Alright, there it is. That resin is so thick. Okay, so I put this in some hot water just for a little bit. To like, what it does is it lowers the viscosity and it makes it easier to mix. So y'all gonna come over here and I'm going to show you how I make my plastic coffin. And show y'all that real quick. I gotta kind of work fast. Pick up the kids at 4:30. So there we go. So under here, I do like to, I use, so I have these made. And these are what holds my foam up. So I just put a piece of insulation over top. So that way no dust drops in. Like drops into my piece. Come on. There we go. So that. So then when I'm done, I just put my, I just throw my foam over top. And that's my coffin. It works really good. It's worked for me for a long time. I put a piece of 3mm plastic underneath. I use 3mm because the resin just pops right off, and a roll of that will last me a really, really long time. Let's see. What else do I think would help you guys with this? It's gonna be close. Gonna be close. I'm gonna try to center this table the best I can while still not losing my resin this time. Let's not do that, okay? Okay. Alright. I don't want any of that plastic touching my piece. I'll go around after I'm done and make any adjustments that I need to make, but let's go mix real quick. Whoa. Hold on. My tripod my second tripod that I'm doing the YouTube video on, just the top thing came off. There we go. And there we go. All right, so let's mix this up. We're gonna use, we're gonna use, I'm gonna take this out because I don't want it to overheat. It's the last thing that I want, and I'm already slow. So I'm gonna grab my drill. so that's that. All right. There we go. Sweet. Here, let me throw some gloves on real quick. Last thing I want is some resin and on my hands, and then I gotta go pick up the babies. And we need a paint stick. All right. Always hold your bucket. If not, it'll spin around on you and it'll go everywhere. I do like to hit reverse because I feel like it mixes. It obviously mixes the other way, but I feel like it helps. Saw that bubble trying to get in there. Get out of there. A lot of air going in there. I like to grab an extra bucket, just so I can leak in. So my resin thing can leak in. Lord. And I'll grab my torch to get rid of all of that crap. Right there. All of that unnecessary. So when I do my flood coat, I use a 1/8 inch adhesive trowel. You can use a small square one or you can use a big one. I'm doing a big table, so I'm going to use a big trowel. I do like to have my handheld one, like my small square one, close by, just because it gives me like a little bit more control over what I'm doing. So I do use both. But so this, periodically when you're mixing, always go around, scrape the bottom and the sides. This is going to ensure that you are thoroughly mixing your resin. I get a lot of questions from a lot of people saying, you know, my resin is not curing. What did I do wrong? You probably messed up somewhere in the mixing process, whether you just didn't take the time to measure correctly, or you didn't mix it all the way. Always feel the side of your bucket to make sure it's not overheating, because you'll lose the whole thing. I'm going to bump it up a step. But I'm not going to go on full power, because that's just going to be way too many bubbles to pop. Even though there's a lot of bubbles in there right now, it's okay, because we could torch all that out. We're all right. I feel like the wooden mixing stick put a lot of air into your resin. I was wondering about cutting some of the acrylic ones on my CNC. And I do go along the top. Not fast, because you're going to whip a lot of air in there. I usually try to keep my paddle fully submerged in there. But like I said, ever since my hand, like I can't hold things the right way. So it's just really hard for me to mix. Like my hand is really swollen right now. It's a lot of mixing, but that's a lot of resin. So puts a lot of air into it, but it rests right on the top, so it's not a big deal. Plus, you're gonna get your torch out. Like, it's not a big deal. So I'm putting this back in the hot water while I go over here to set up, and then it's gonna bring all those bubbles right up to the top. So if you watch, all them bubbles are gonna come up to the top. I'm gonna go set up my camera over here, and then we're gonna go ahead and do our flip coat. Alright, so let's see. Alright. So we'll take our torch and pop all them bubbles that's up there on that top. Alright, we're gonna keep this on standby over here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take this paint stick, and I'm gonna do the rest of my mixing. I'm gonna get this out the hot water. Get a paper towel. So if you put your resin in water, always make sure you wipe the water off the bucket. You have to wipe the water off the bucket, because just like alcohol, water don't mix with resin, okay? And you're mess your piece up. So while there are like some good things that come out of putting that in hot water, if any of that water drips onto your table or whatever you're sealing or whatever, it's just gonna have that adverse reaction. Like, it's not gonna be good, okay? So just make sure you take the time, dry your bucket off. Make sure there's no water at all that's gonna drip into your piece. This is starting to warm up, so I'm gonna do my last mixing here. Just with the edges, the sides, make sure everything is done. Get my little square trowel right here. Where is it? Uh-oh. Where are you? Should be over here. There you go. Alright, so I like to use these. The resin just peels right off. These are by, who's this by? Art Resin. I'll link these in the description as well. It's got the 3 different sizes. This is 1/8 inch, okay? So you got the 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, and I think that's 1/16. I'm not sure. But this is the one that you're going for right here. All right, so let's just make sure one more time that everything is mixed up. What's that? TikTok. Somebody liked my video. I swear there are some haters on there. I got a hole in my glove. Let me change that. And I'm gonna get you guys set up, and then I'm gonna head over there with this bucket and those trowels. Let me take the trowels over first. So when you're doing your piece and you're done, set your trowel like this, and all the resin will leak down out of here, and you'll continuously. I had this for 4 years. You can see how much is built up right there. But yeah, I had that same trowel for 4 freaking years, and I've been using it. So there we go. Get you guys there. And once I start, I'm not going to be able to stop to come and look at comments. But, all right, here we go. All right, so I'm doing my last mixing in my bucket. And I just pour it all like in the middle. And then I do scrape my buckets, but that's because I take the time to mix my resin correctly. Then, I know a lot of people say don't scrape your buckets, but I do. Okay, so one thing that I do is everything that I scraped out of my bucket, I just kind of mix one last time. Like this. I did want to get it out the bucket though. Alright, so when you're doing this, if you've never done a flood coat, do not go like this or like this. You want your 1/8 of an inch straight up and down. It is okay to go like this and like this to manipulate it, okay? So, I'm going to go up. And I'm not going to push anything over the sides, okay? Nothing. I'm not pushing anything over the sides. I'm just going to pull it out. I'm not going over any edges. I don't want to lose any resin. God, that's really hard. My hand's sore from mixing. I'm gonna use this little guy. I told you I like to use my little one. I've done a 12-foot conference table with this little guy before. I swear to God. Alright, so we're just gonna pull it out and out. Just keep pulling it out close to the edge, but no, not over the edge, okay? We're not going over our edges. Once I get it all, that's just really heavy for my hand. My arm is so sore from physical therapy. I am so sore. Alright. So, now that we're close and we know our resin is like, that we're good. We're not going to lose anything. I got to cover this space over here. I'm going to set this guy right here. Alright, so now that we know we're close, I'm pulling out. This is just too heavy for my hand. I can't do it. Little guy. All right, we're going to go across our edges now. We're going to go right over our sides. So, I'll show y'all how it's done. All right, I start in the middle, and I come all the way up. This is just giving you that 1/8 of an inch everywhere. And resin self-levels at 1/8 of an inch. I do 3 ounces per square foot. And that's going to ensure that you're going to have enough resin for your entire surface. There's that. Got that side. There we go. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing over here. All right, so we're going to start here. Ooh, my hand is cramping. Oh, goodness. I do like a little bit more. I have carpal tunnel really bad. I do like a little bit more resin. In the like going over the edge of where my river's at. That's cutting it close. I know I measured right. Ooh, but all right, so then I'm going to break the surface tension over the sides. And then I will hit that with a torch. And that's going to ensure that you don't have any of those drippies going down the side of that. So break the surface tension. I got a puddle right here. Break all that surface tension with your hand. I hope you guys can see good because I can't stop. If not, I'll get a video uploaded because I'm recording with my other phone, and I'll get a video uploaded. I'll edit and get a video uploaded for you there or in YouTube. There. So there's that. Now I'm going to go around to the other side. If you see any surface tension, like any divots or anything, just poke it with your finger and then the resin will flow there. It's just your job to break that surface tension. So once you do that, it should just flow freely wherever you poked it. It's seriously, you just gotta poke it. I'm serious. I'm not kidding. Alright. So, there's that. There we go. That is seriously all you have to do. That is a flood coat. Alright, I'm going to get these gloves off and then I'm going to torch. So like I said, self-leveling resin, self-levels at 1/8 of an inch. What time is it? I've got to go get my babies. I've got to head out. I'll be right back. I've got to go get the kids and then I'm going to come back in here, okay?